Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old lang syne? Please leave a light on for Christmas, for all who spend it on their own. Please leave a light on for Christmas, and maybe one so long can finally find a home. Please keep your hopes up for Christmas, that maybe all the fire will see. Please keep your hopes up for Christmas, that maybe this whole world
T'as vu?
Attends, pas tout de suite, hein. Attends, je finis.
Sur le trait et sur le canapé.
Doucement.
That time of year has come around again.
Regarde, c'est droit comme une ficelle.
Good on some, but hard on others. Be kind and take care of each other. Not everyone has got a friend tonight.
It's the time of jingling bells and twinkling lights.
The time of buying everything inside.
In the scurry of the lovers holding their hands. You're lucky
If you have a friend tonight. While the ghost of Christmas present is in every tender heart, the ghost of Christmas past keep too many still apart. Since the ghost of Christmas coming is for none of us unsure. For the ghost of Christmas present, we open up our door.
The time of year has come and gone again.
It was good on some, but hard on others. Be kind and take care of each other. Not everyone has got a friend tonight. While the ghost of Christmas present is in every tender heart, the ghost of Christmas past keep too many still apart. Since the ghost of Christmas coming is for none of us unsure. For the ghost of Christmas present, we open up our door. For the ghost of Christmas present, we open up our door. You might think the weather's kinda cold. You know you've got it all. Come along now and play. What a wonderful day. Your white cheeks are so hard to resist. Those red lips are longing for a kiss. Come along now and play. What a wonderful day. Christmas almost here. Let's toast to a very good year. It's just you and me, chilling right under the tree. of my date. Your blonde hair out of a fairy tale. Come along, start the show, having fun in the snow. Christmas almost here. Let's toast to a very good year. It's just you and me, chilling under the tree. Whoa, whoa, I love it.
Et des fois, elles disent de faire des petits ronds. Et si on veut s'amuser un petit peu, on fait une croix.
Christmas is almost here. Let's toast to a very good year. It's just you and me, chilling right under the tree. Chilling right under the tree. Chilling right under the tree. Chilling right under the tree.
It's all around us. Christmas has found us. Yet another year. We are the fortunate ones, all us daughters and sons. Everyone's still here, and that's something to be grateful about. Let's be grateful we're still here. Yeah, we're still here for another Merry Christmas. We're still
Should old acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgot and days of old unsigned?
tuck a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. For old lang syne, my dear. For old lang syne, we'll tuck a cup of kindness yet for old lang syne. Should